Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 14, Part 2. Last we saw, probably one of, if not the best, Patreon Hour exclusives we've had. I feel like most of the big, exciting events happen in the Part 1 or Part 2, because Part 2 is always before the break. And I feel like most of the big surprises happen right before the break or in the live stream, because we do the 1 to 2 hour live stream depending. I don't think a live stream's ever been shorter than 2 hours. But as far as actual show, they've been as short as maybe an hour and a half of actual Matt Mercer and crew. But because of that, the hour-long Patreon exclusive is usually nothing too insane or that much of like a climactic bomb drop sort of thing. This was different, I feel like. We, in Part 1, met Cree, who is the tabaxi cat-like person that is very fond of Molly. And if you didn't see the hour, just to sum it up, Molly was Lucian, and also Nanagon. Nanagon was the other name he got, but that was with a crew that he ran with called the Tomb Takers, and something happened. Spoiler alert, go back and watch that if you haven't seen this yet, but Molly was buried and had no heartbeat or pulse for a good half a day because of a tome that they performed some sort of ritual with, and there were 3 other people that I know of, Zora, Otis, and some guy with a T name, and Molly was buried, and no one ever saw him again until now. So she thought he was dead, and he was dead, and now somehow he's back, so the ritual worked? What the hell kind of ritual was that? These people are all into blood or something. Cree could find you based on your blood. The gentleman is this man we met in the Evening Nip, the real Evening Nip, and it is a bar that is subterranean, underground, criminal elements. The gentleman played a game of cards, or not really cards, dice. We played the Gambit of the Orb, or Gambit of Orb, something like that. I don't know exactly how you play it, but whatever it was, they rolled a bunch of dice, and Ford prevailed, bet 600 gold. Caleb got in his face about it, accused him of using the group's gold, when Ford had his own. Who are you? Like, I feel like Caleb is trying to get back at Ford for Ford doing what he did before, but that was a really shitty way for Caleb to do it, and Caleb came at him aggressively. So that was just poor timing or poor choice of event, and Caleb looked the fool again. I feel like every time Caleb tries to call someone out in a group dynamic like this, he does it horribly wrong, and I don't know if it's intentional on Liam's part, but that was just stupid. Ford even said when he put all the money in, he goes, that's the last of it. And I was thinking, I'm trying to do the math, and I'm like, all right, we each just got around 200 from the platinum. We each just got around 100 plus from Dolan because Ulag did give the money. So you do the math, he's got about 300 gold plus whatever he already had with him. We've all had our secrets. We've all had little like white lies. That's not even a white lie. Caleb went at him totally aggressively and wrong, I feel like. Molly's holding a lot of secrets. Everyone's got their secrets. Not attacked Yasha for Yasha disappearing, but Yasha didn't have a good excuse either. Yasha's like, yeah, I've been here the whole time. Well, what were you doing when all this happened? Unless Yasha, we did find out at the end she's from Rojas. So maybe she was involved in all of that. Maybe they made her part of the spires blowing up and the Rojas assassins. Maybe she was one of them and she's the third we didn't see that was on foot. That would be crazy. But Molly was buried and died. Caleb has a thing with the dodecahedron. Is becoming this adult, emotional character more so than we've seen, because she used to just want to steal shit and collect things, and now there's a bigger dynamic to her. And Ford and Bo came at 3 people who had some unfortunate luck and maybe freaked out a little bit, but failed at their task. The gentleman gave us their job, and Bo and Ford were very rude to them, I thought. I feel there is a lot of aggression every which way, including myself, towards most of the way things were handled. And we're jumping in. It's going to be a short one. I think it's going to be about 20 minutes. And then we got the live stream on Friday. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons that are what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll only see on Patreon. I just don't have the time to edit it all. That is where you get the hour-long Patreon exclusive. Go check it out. Link at the end, like I said. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 14, Part 2.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Well, you don't know if you were born there or just...
We're talking to Yasha about Drohas.
Yes.
Yeah, how long have you been...
See, the way she's talking, she is not lying very well.
Well, for about,
Like, look at this.
I don't know, when did I meet you?
Oh, God, was it...
When somebody has to literally go, shit,
How many people are listening
that's
in
what
on
you're
this
basically
story
doing.
right now?
You're thinking of lies.
Make a perception check.
I'm doing
That's another thing. We are probably being watched.
14.
Let's pour a shot.
Okay.
I wore my
No,
poker
17,
shirt intentionally.
Sorry,
17. As is the nature of
Everybody.
seedy underbelly.
Yeah, everyone's
there are a lot of
watching.
individuals who are very interested in the newcomers that waltzed in. Made
Everyone's
a deal with
probably
their boss, and
listening.
Sat and had a drink and are talking all sorts of business. So there are a number.
Yeah,
of
we
folks
are
who,
being
like,
watched by
slowly
everybody.
creeping in.
Everyone knows everything about us
Talking in
now.
here.
I think that's a great
People
idea.
are listening to Heavy Metal Guar Babe, Purple Guy, and Little Green Girl in a dollar.
Yeah, you think?
course
You
they're
think
listening to
a
everything
group
we
of
say.
people that look like us aren't being watched?
Retire.
Yeah, let's retire.
Talk to Kara.
We can come back and do this.
No, let's talk to Kara
Well,
first.
she's right here.
Yeah, let's
You
talk to
talk
Kara
then,
first.
but no more.
Kara's right here. We
Whatever
gotta
this is,
interrogate her.
Why, Lucy,
At least a
you afraid
little.
The myriad will hear. What's his reaction?
He definitely had a
I'm
thing. He went,
genuinely a little drunk and didn't remember who the myriad were.
I believe him.
Make an insight check.
Make an insight check. I don't. Bo is right, I think.
11.
I think Bo is 10.
10.
Deception.
So I have to tell the truth?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I literally forgotten because I'm a little drunk
You-
and I'm really preoccupied right
You
now.
don't have to roll deception.
Yeah,
You're not
I know. I
lying.
was just doing it to
Just to fuck with it.
I am going to have Frunkin jump into Not's lap and just sort of do that on her fingers, just to keep her occupied.
All right, go have it.
All right. I'll eat you. I'll eat you. Cheers, my friends. We have about 15 minutes of show.
You head,
you know
go through a
the
door,
way
and there's
to
a
San Jose?
switchback stairway that leads to the upper balcony area. And as you head up there, it looks like there's a weapon rack that has a bunch of weapons set up. Kara is currently sitting on the edge of a bench and is just kind of sharpening the blades, like small daggers and stuff, and looks back. Oh, hello. Sets it aside.
Honestly, I think Kara
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't
is
mean
just
to.
kind of weird around us
to
because
deceive anyone
we're a
with that
group of
sort of our
strangers that
business.
are committing crimes.
so you were deceiving us.
Well, I was just keeping some things close to my chest, like I'm sure you do.
Yeah, what do you expect? What do you look how we're lying to each other? You expect her to tell us shit?
You step on, they might belong to the ass you got to kiss later.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
it's
I'll
good
have to
saying.
remember that one. Yeah.
Look, I deceived no one outside of what you needed to know. We got our business done.
And Ford is still
I did
being
nothing wrong.
overly aggressive to everybody, I
How
feel
much
like.
of this was orchestrated from the beginning? Were we a distraction for the bigger picture?
What do you mean?
The attack on the tower.
Oh, the crick attack on the tower. No. Had nothing to do with us. We're not going to work with those savage beasts.
Yasha is a savage. Yasha's from Drohas. Is that a savage beast?
21.
Oh shit. All right, Kara knows something. Or Kara did something. I'm hitting my radiator. Radiator check, everybody. Radiator check for the
Well,
gods.
maybe it is. We're just not sure. We're waiting to find out.
waiting to find out, but I'll be here for a minute now. Gonna be a to the game.
That wasn't planned by anyone. If anything, it might have saved our asses because it made it kind of what you did, small potatoes by comparison. So I'm thankful it happened, but that... Look, those things continue
What
to
does
attack us
she?
from
What?
the eastern
I
border
hate
and-
whispers. I love whispers, but I hate
relations
and
come
love
through.
them.
It's
It's
just
like a
getting worse
love-hate
these past
relationship
weeks,
with
so-
whispers.
The last thing I want to do is let any more of them into our backyard.
All right. You won't want to frame them in any type of larger scheme, considering it seems like you're quite irritated with them.
Look, I know my limits.
Beauregard has
Not some
34 hit
mastermind.
points. I'm starting to check their level
I
4
want some coin, I
stats.
want to work with my skill sets.
They
make
did
the
level to
boss happy.
4 at the end of the
I
live
stay mainly
stream
within the city.
last week.
I don't want to deal with any bigger stuff than that. I'm just a girl.
I'll ask you a question
I'm
you're probably
just
not
a
gonna
girl.
give me the truth to. Was your relationship with the gentleman one of a debt or one of convenience?
I was one of convenience. keeping it short for you, it sure beats pickpocketing in the streets and being beaten when I'm caught.
I hear that.
Interesting.
Pickpocket in the streets and beaten when you're caught. I mean, who wants
8
that?
years.
Who wants that as
a long time.
as a
I'll work my way up.
Does he feel the same about the Jorhassian as you
I'm
do?
gonna go
As far as I
tan.
know, yeah. It's not good for business.
You know, it's not as difficult to rally a society of people against another. It's not too easy or not too hard to start a war if you really want to.
That's true, but I don't know of his whole plan per se, but you know, business works well when things are predictable. Right?
Right?
And when there's war involved, things get real unpredictable. Emotions are high. I mean, the amount of armed guard and military gets high.
Kara is really getting deep here.
We're kind of forced to skulk in the shadows until it blows over. Last thing we want is for all this to get any crazier than that.
I only have one other thing. I was taken by Dolan's passionate message.
Dolan's a good man. He's not caught up in all this. Don't try and mix us up in that, right? He doesn't deserve it.
All right. Is some of the business that we can expect going to go against the fair people of the city?
Generally, no.
Generally, no.
Most of the folks that work with the gentlemen and that we work for are well-paying because they're well off, and some of them aren't the most moral either. We don't do anything that hurts the folk that don't deserve it.
I feel like that is
At least
how I
what I
felt
know.
the gentleman was. He seems like a shifty dude.
We don't kill, we don't
I said it
murder,
during the
we
hour-long
just
Patreon. We don't kill or murder.
move and sell and
That's why I said I
deal
could see
in
me
various goods that hurts.
being the gentleman.
Did Ulog
He does
and
some
Dolan
shifty
know about your
things.
involvement with the gentleman?
He gambles. He's a little
Alright, so
bit of a
here's
drinker,
my
I guess.
Ulog was in it against the High Richter. That was his motivation.
right,
Dolan wanted to get after Lord Sutan for running out of this practice.
right.
What did you get out of all this?
Insider info.
If I have a friend that makes it high in the political chain, of the
Insider
city,
information.
Dolan, and I have the ear of the gentleman, well,
We're good.
That's a mighty
I
powerful
figured
ally
right
to
away
the
that's what it
underworld
was.
without
She's
that and I
got
know it.
her ear in everything.
That's a connection worth the trouble.
Yeah.
And you're only in it to be a middleman?
Well,
No goals or aspirations yourself?
I think she just wants to stay
good money,
clean.
middleman, if this works out. And to be honest, it sure beats having to shuffle in the
I was
shadows.
going to say, if you were told you could be a middleman
better
or
luck anyway.
pickpocketing
That's
in
kinda
the
what I
streets,
do for the gentleman now.
I'll be a middleman.
You got a nice face. It's good for presentery purposes.
Got a nice face.
She does. Look, she's got a good face.
I'm glad you found a place here. It was good to see you again.
Good. Ford, I love you. You made up
That
for
was a compliment,
I know
did it not?
It's fucking, you didn't.
That was a compliment.
I think it was a compliment. You got a good face. I mean, it's a little odd, but it's not bad. I thought you have a nice face. I take that as a
Guess we'll
compliment.
see you around.
Stay safe. You know where to find me, or at least ask about me now. Looks like we're in bed one way or the other.
We're in bed.
I mean,
Leave that one alone. Just
all
leave
right.
it alone.
Yeah,
Bo,
let's go.
I knew
Head
it.
downstairs.
I'm like, oh, I kind of want you to let Bo
You
talk
guys have
now.
all gathered again. What would you like to do?
I think we go back.
Situationally, I mean, it could be a thing.
They're talking about the sword.
Yeah, we've been talking about the sword.
Oh yeah, the one that we had for.
Yeah.
Jester has it, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Jester, by the way, you seriously, your farts have been
Oh my God.
disgusting tonight. I've been
Jester's
sitting next to you all
farts.
night, and it's just foul.
Jester's farting up a
Like
storm.
sprinkles and hard candy. Just
Sprinkles and hard candy.
me. That is just a gift from the traveler.
That isn't me. It's a gift
Just
from the
like-
traveler.
This is why you don't miss a game, Laura.
Oh my God. So now Laura's got.
No,
Now because Laura has to have a baby. What? How selfish of
Why are you
her.
smearing feces all over your face?
Oh my God.
Over.
Oh, anyway.
Lucian,
I think we're done.
Pass out the sword later, but do you think it's something you could use?
It's like a dark.
Yeah, we had a
graphite
long
colored
sword,
blade
a
that's
large
tucked in
long
places and
sword.
This kind of gradual sharp. It's a long sword, so it's not the beefy thing you're used to.
I remember they were saying they were going to give it to Not, and I asked during the live stream.
A moon-touched
So this,
sword.
so what you're used to. This one's a little smaller. It's still helpful, but it's your call.
I think I really saved up for this sword that I have, and
No, I feel you.
I thank you guys for thinking of me, but
Could you have it as a backup weapon or something?
You could
or
shoulder that motherfucker. You're.
have just a...
could you dual
Or, like,
wield?
Could you dual wield? Yeah.
Technically, I think you could use it with your hexblade, yeah. But I mean, you can use it two-handed to do it.
Or
You
we
can,
can sell.
but it's up to you. It's not as hefty as or sentimental as the one that you have.
We'll hold on to it.
Well, hold on. We'll see if
Yeah.
you want to play around with
Maybe
it.
see.
Ford.
All right, Ford's going to have it now. I thought maybe it'd be something cool, but Yash is saying
Taller than not.
it's taller than Not.
Yeah.
Many things are
I
taller
could
than
use it
that.
as a makeshift shelter.
You could do the pole vault.
It's
Pole
got some
vault,
interesting
yeah.
stuff there.
What do you think, Ford?
Yeah, I think it's got some
Potential.
potential. You mind if I hold on for a bit?
No, by all means. I
Alright.
think I'm a bit attached to my sword.
Can I just?
Do you mind if I hold on to it?
Backseat and see where that.
You just
satchel
came
with
back to the
blood
group.
in it
I don't even know if
is?
we
Did
gave it to
she
you
happen
yet.
to
I
put
guess
it down?
Molly
No,
just
it's
gave it
over
to her
her
without
shoulder
asking,
by
but
her side.
That's a shame.
I guess we're being polite. I'm not going to be rude. I guess we're polite.
Take it.
Nah, why don't you ask that big ogre by the door what her name is?
Why? Why would I do
You
that?
just have such a way with people. Like
Yeah, I want it.
not.
I want
you
this.
knock down
Not
the
go
barriers,
ask.
you get
People
right
hate
in.
me.
Icebreaker. No, it's not true at all.
Not,
I will
please
go with
do.
you if you want. If you want us to ask this.
Yes,
There
go
is
with
no
Caleb.
part of this that I want. But if you would like to go over there, I'll be your second.
To the ogre. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
we're
my
just
God.
gonna-
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
comfortable talking to that little
I feel like-
crazy
Great friends
gnome.
with the doorman.
I
Yeah,
think the
no.
ogre might be the person that
Fair point.
might be in that
All right.
image. I've
We
said
can
this
go
like
talk
4
to the
times
ogre.
already
Tell 'em that's
about
the
different
ogre.
people, and they never were.
All right, sure.
All right, let's go.
Can we go by the bar though?
Because any minute Matt's ending this. I know we're close to the end.
So to lay it out, like the whole room kind of shaped like an L. So if you look at like here's the far end, and this is the chamber, right? You guys entered from this side, and so around the corner the ogre's right there. The bar's up here, and this is where the gentleman was.
I'm just gonna swing by the bar. I need a refill.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give the bartender my flask and say, "Could you fill this entire thing up?"
I was like, yeah, no problem. Boss said it's fine.
Well, said it's fine. We fill the whole flask. Look at that.
Thank you.
We still don't have the never-ending
Still-
flask,
wasn't-
apparently.
wasn't the
I thought we
little
might
messy.
have gotten it on the quick, but he did say it would take a while for the enchantment. I love it.
Character choice.
Love it.
Oh, important note. Laura Bailey has texted in that she hates us all.
All right, go over.
All right, we'll go over to the ogre, I guess.
Sure. This is easy.
We're all going to die.
You approach the ogre.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ogre
lead
who's
the way.
standing about roughly 10, 11 feet tall.
10, 11.
This is a guy.
tall?
Is it
Oh,
a male
God.
ogre?
There's a male ogre.
ogre.
You guys told me Grog
wearing
was
kind of
like 7 foot
patchwork hides and
something.
fur over one shoulder, large belly, rippling muscle arms, the maul kind of held in one hand, kind of resting against the chest. That deep, angry jaw.
That
has
thing
like
is
jowls that will
11
swing
feet.
from
Ceilings
look towards you.
in
both the
big
eyes
houses are 12 feet.
Dark and beady with like a brown iris you can barely see under the folded brow. And as you approach, you kind of
I grab Jester by the wrist and drag her along because she makes everyone smile.
okay.
So I bring her with.
I love that
Yeah,
we're bringing
hello.
Jester with.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I think that we are loosely connected through work relations now. This is
Hello.
my friend Not. This is Chester. My name is Caleb Widogast, and we are working
Widogast.
for the gentleman. much like you are.
Widogast.
So
He
I
didn't
was
say
just, we are
Widogast.
going to be here,
Widogast.
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea.
No idea. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever heard that before. I'm trying to think of I don't think I've ever heard that, and that's actually pretty funny. No idea.
Oh no.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
Literally rolled an intelligence check to see if it got it.
I don't think it. I was gonna say I don't think it's gonna get it, and it
We
did
don't want
not.
to take up too much of your time. I was just hoping to learn. Oh, Two things. One, what is your name?
What is he talking? I love it. I was gonna say, I want to know what kind of voice comes out.
The warm breath off of my face.
Warm breath off your face.
second
He's
question
11
is,
feet tall. How would
do
you
you
even
like-
reach it?
Working for the gentleman.
Yeah.
I've been informed by Jester that she is now to use the Wand of Smiles.
Wand of Smiles.
What is it? What is it?
Oh my God.
She strikes.
It looks so painful. It looks so painful.
Laura sent in the right move. What's clawing at his jaws?
It was like clawing at the jaw, trying to pull it down.
Is he ripping his face up?
Yes, I am glad we are doing business with this.
I hope he's not ripping his face up.
Good to meet you.
Oh my God, he's so upset. I feel horrible.
This terrible, grinning ogre who seems confused with the facial muscles not functioning.
We go upstairs and out.
All right.
You guys made friends.
That's all we do
Good
is make
job.
friends.
Kuthon or
Kutha. No G.
K-U-T-H-A.
Yeah, Kutha.
Kutha.
My God, he seemed pretty
Guys, make your way back
awesome
up the
until we
spiral
messed his
staircase,
smile
out
up.
through the trap door
Jester
in the
still
back
managed to be
storage room,
chaotic.
evening nip, exiting past the bar where Clive Bentz sits there waiting with his half-burned, scar dwarven face who gives you a nod as you exit back
Clive.
into the city. Now, I believe in the late afternoon near dusk, the sky grows darker as you proceed on to the next leg of your venture. That's where we're going to take a break.
I knew it was coming. It honestly went a little longer than I
Here in a few
thought.
moments, guys. Please stick around. We have a great little video about 826 that I think you want to check out. To let you know about that. It's awesome. A bunch of us went down there, and
Is there gonna be-
The loveliest time. It was a great day. Please check it out.
we got to go back again on Saturday to finish up our campaign for those kids, which is going to be exciting. But yes,
Wormwood
so
giveaway.
we have our Wormwood
I always
giveaway,
want to
of course,
see the
for you
Wormwood
folks out there.
giveaway because I'm always
So those
curious
of
to
you want
see
over into Twitch chat,
live the
to
different
enter
types of
the,
woods. I told you
the
guys, I
code
just
for the night
ordered.
is Gentleman.
I don't know what I said
A
it in
single
though.
Gentleman.
Last night
Gentleman,
or the night before,
not
I
man.
ordered
You can
my
only
Dog
enter
Mite
once in the chat,
Dice
and
Tower
you're not gonna be
2.0 with my
disqualified.
tray
This
and a
is
set
good
of
for
dice
everyone in the
that
United States,
match.
Canada,
It
excluding
matches the
Quebec,
color of the
unfortunately,
wood.
too crazy
I was
rules and
going
laws.
to
But here
almost
you
get
have
maple
this
ruby
fancy
quartz, I think it
zebra
was,
deck box.
but I want to get the
This is
wormwood
material
purple
that we're gonna be
heart.
signing and sending out,
So for
we'll come
now,
back
I
from
went
the
with
break
Dog
the
Mite
winner.
because they will
Until then,
engrave my
hang
dice
tight,
tower.
Enjoy the break, and we'll see you here in a few minutes.
All right, guys. So I talked at the end there because I just want to see it. I just want to see the box. I want to see the wood in person. I was just saying, I went on both websites. Wormwood has purple heart wood, which is the way I want to go. But Dogmite has the ability. I didn't see Wormwood doing this, and I just went with Dogmite, and I already confirmed it. So even if they do, it doesn't matter at this point. But being as I wanted the purple wood, the closest thing that Dogmite had to purple was a maple ruby quartz, I think it was called. And I figured if I'm not going to get exactly what I want, I'm better off just getting something completely different. So I went with what I think is pronounced as Paddock. It's P-A-D-A-U-K. Paddock. It looks red. I was between that and Maple Demon's Blood, but the Demon's Blood one didn't look as much like real wood. I wanted something that looked like wood, and this is like reddish wood looking. So I got a matching set of dice. Besides that, we just talked to some more people. Honestly, all the exciting stuff for the first half happened in the Patreon hour. We talked to Kara, and Kara basically is on the level. She's just doing what we're doing. She's trying to make a living, trying to get by. She was a poor thief in the streets, getting beat up, and now she's a middleman. That is huge leaps and bounds from what she used to be. Bo tried to be complimentary, but Ford was nice about it. I don't want everyone being so aggressive to everybody. They walk up to the 11-foot ogre and they weren't that aggressive. I wonder why, because he will hammer fist you in the head. But they ended up having Jester call in. Laura Bailey, who's sitting home pregnant, calls in and gives it a giant smile. It was clawing at its face. I hope it didn't slice itself up. That is not a good way to make friends. I understand it was hilarious and funny, and yes, it's chaotic, but Jester wouldn't have probably done that if we didn't do the whole farting thing. Ford, who was the one that instigated it? I think it was not instigated the farting thing. So had we not instigated the farting, Jester probably wouldn't have been chaotic. So we asked for it, or at least the crew did. Let's hope the ogre doesn't hate us the next go around. We ended the hour exclusive talking about Yasha being from Xhorhas, and I thought we'd get a lot more in the beginning of this, but we didn't. She basically was just like, yep, I'm from one of the southern parts, but not related to these people, so don't worry about it. I don't know if she is. Maybe she's related. Maybe she was an on-the-ground helper of all this, because she said she was around when it happened in this town, and she's Xhorhasian. So I'm thinking no, I'm thinking that's not a thing, but the fact that she's from Xhorhas makes the connection. The way we ended it, though, it's not on some huge cliffhanger or some massive climax. We ended walking out of the evening nip. We made a bunch of friends. We talked to some people. We met a whole new cast of characters. We also met the names of Molly's tomb takers. I don't know if there's more of them, but there is at least 4 counting Cree. And on the way out, we see Clive, who gives us a nod. We are establishing ourselves as a group that is well known amongst the locals, at least here. So, hey, at least we got a job. The gentleman in the hour-long Patreon said that he will clear us of all our problems as long as we do this job for him. And what is the job? We have to go to this place blindfolded, he said. They're not allowed to show us where we're going. So we're going to be blindfolded, taken to this place. And these dudes said there were ghosts that flew out of a wall, and they blew the place up to seal it away, even though ghosts can go through shit. Let's jump into the live stream on Friday. We're starting 9 o'clock sharp this week, just to let you guys know in case you missed one of them. From now on, it's 8:30. You'll see me pop it up. Then I get my drinks. I jump on around 8:45. I talk to you guys. We get everything going. I set up the clock, and by 9 o'clock, we are rolling. This week, like I said, is going to be one of the shortest, if not the shortest yet. It is episode 14 when we are done. We are 10% through the entire campaign, which in my mind is a huge feat. If I'm not mistaken, we've been doing this for 3 months now. So that means if we can get 10% through in 3 months, we will be 40% through in a year. It'll take us 2 years and 1 quarter to get through all this. And there's nothing I could really do to speed it up anymore. If you guys think about it, I'm doing Talks Machina on Saturday, which was supposed to be 2 parts, but now I'm going to do it 1 video, hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half each time. Sunday is part 1. Wednesday is the Our Patreon exclusive and part 2. And then Friday we do a live stream that sometimes goes to 4 hours long. So honestly, there's nothing else I could do to add more in the sense of this. And this is weird because there are some weeks where I'm like, I could jump ahead and maybe do 2 in 1 week. But the way we have it set up, it would ruin the whole format and then we wouldn't be able to have to live stream. And the fact that there's a live stream, I could talk to you guys about it. And there's been times where I've gotten way ahead on a show. And I've told you guys this before, where I've gotten way ahead on a show and I was incorrect about something and I had no one to tell me because I got like a half a season ahead by myself. And then my brother or someone would jump on and be like, dude, you're making a mistake about this. So this prevents me from getting too far ahead where I can't correct myself or talk to you guys and figure things out. But I'm loving it, guys. I honestly have no problem. On a Saturday and a Sunday, I probably watch 4 to 5 hours of this. And Friday, we do the live stream. From Friday to Sunday, I probably watch 8 hours of Critical Role. And I love it. So no problems there. We'll have more. You guys, I'll see you Friday. You want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. That's where you get the hour exclusive and all the other shows, dozens you'll only see on Patreon. I just don't have the time to edit everything. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.